Happy October, everybody. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with yet another reading for you guys. So we are welcoming in a brand new month with lots of energies. I'm literally going to be tapping into every single one of these decks here, in addition to tarot, of course, which I don't have here. And I just really wanted to give you guys an overall picture as to what the next 4 weeks is going to be looking like for you. General advice as always, so please do take the parts of it that resonate for you. Don't try to make it fit. You know, what makes sense for you makes sense for you, and leave the rest behind. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into it and see what it is that needs to come through for your zodiac sign. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. What is it that you need to know heading into a brand new month? So we'll start things off with your love forecast. Let's see what that energy, that vibe is. All right, so here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And of course, it'll be Scorpio season before we know it. Here we go. All right, so you have divine, of God, divinely orchestrated, divine counterpart. We are focusing on your love life right now. Maybe you already know that this person is your divine counterpart, whether you are in separation or together but going through some challenges. Let's grab another one. Happily ever after. Joy, contentment at last. So if you're going through some difficult times right now, I feel it certainly is worth working on, because overall, these are very good energy cards. Okay, what else? Now, for some of you guys, you know, maybe things won't move until possibly springtime. So we're looking at next year, early part of the year. Rebirth, renew, beginnings, but those seeds might be planted this month. You know, so I have a feeling it's one of those situations where you just have to trust that it ultimately can progress from where you guys are at right now. All right, let's grab one more here for Scorpio. Confidence, self-worth, authentic, empowered. Confidence, very nice energy, guys. Maybe you certainly know what it's like to not have, you know, really good confidence when it comes to your love connections. It could have also affected the other person, right? So it's really important that you are coming to a place of truth for yourself, and the other person has to do the same. I'm ultimately getting here, wherever you are on this journey with the person you're focused on for this reading, it has what it takes to be able to progress, or even to come back around if you guys are in separation. The possibility of a reunion may not happen this year, because this seems to be a particular time frame that is coming through, or the spring season could be when you guys met. Spring season could be a very special time for both of you. All right, so that might mean something else aside from just a time frame. But let's go ahead and grab some tarot and see where this is going to go. So far, so good. It looks like really good energies heading into this new month. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. Nine of Cups, satisfaction, wish fulfillment, emotional stability. Definitely has something to do with your love partner. Four of Wands is a reunion card. Whether you see your person as a twin flame or a soulmate, the bond is very special. And it's certainly is worth putting in the effort to try to salvage it, especially if you guys are not together right now. Let's see what else. Ace of Wands. Growth, inspiration, new opportunities. I mean, it's beautiful, honestly. the way it's presenting itself here. Look at the next card, guys. We've got the Six of Cups. If you've been wondering, especially those who are not in contact right now, not together in the 3D, they are thinking about you quite heavily, I feel. And they might even be wondering, you know, would you even want to talk to them again? Would you even want to see them again? They're not sure. But obviously you've come to this reading because more than likely you still have so much love for this person and you do want them back. Some of you guys might have even talked about long-term commitment by way of marriage. You know, can we actually make this last if we were to take that big step? And maybe you guys weren't on the same page initially, but I feel there has certainly been some changes happening with your person and just overall vibe for your connection. Six of Cups can represent that reconciliation. This is confirmation, Three of Pentacles, as well as the Fool. Look at these amazing cards coming in for you. And you've got the Sun, all incredibly positive, honestly. I mean, it's so beautiful the way that this is coming through. So your love life this month, I feel it's got some amazing surprises coming in for you and just really replacing some of the more melancholy energies maybe from previous months, especially once you guys either broke up or maybe once you guys stopped talking to each other. That could have been very difficult. I feel this person, if they weren't on board initially, or maybe they couldn't make up their mind what it was that they wanted, maybe they were on the fence, whether they were ready to really commit to this fully. I feel they're ready to do that. I feel they want a new beginning. And, you know, right here, it comes down to two people truly working together. Otherwise, there is no teamwork. And they are focusing on a future that they really can build with you because they know that no one else makes them as happy as you do. So that's what's coming through so far. Let me go ahead and take a look at some words from this person, what it is that they want to say to you through this reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. Ooh, they're having some wild thoughts. Y'all can decipher that however way you want. So some pretty intimate thoughts that they're having there. This doesn't surprise me, guys. I miss the moments we shared clearly with the Six of Cups coming through. That's pretty much what it's saying. You know, I miss you. I want to be with you. I miss the moments that we have had together. I want to be able to create more moments with you. That is what they're saying through that card. Bottom of the deck, I've been thinking about you. Again, going back to the Six of Cups, that's exactly what that's referencing. They think about you, they miss you, right? And wishing that they could be with you right now, perhaps. But it might take a little bit of time for that to actually happen. All right, so let's clarify these cards with some additional tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. What else needs to come through for this reading at this time as we navigate a brand new month? Look at this. We've got the Three of Cups, celebration. Look at that, Four of Wands. Okay, look familiar? So there's something about the twin flames that's coming through pretty strongly for this reading. But if obviously, you know, you feel that yours is more of a soulmate connection, then absolutely you can interpret it that way. It is letting us know that this person really sees you as their ideal match. They really see you as the person that they want to experience life with, nobody else. Even though you guys have had some challenges, they still come back to you. They still think about you as the person ultimately that they want to be with. So it's reiterating the fact that they really do want that reunion. And the Three of Cups is representing a very positive outcome as well, letting you know that the two of you can restore happiness in your connection, you know, and maybe your friends, your family are in support of that. Let's see what else. Look at that. We've got the Judgment. And then here we are with the Emperor card. So this could be a masculine coming through in this reading. You know, finally going through their awakening, being able to get clarity to see what it is that they need to do this time. to step up to the plate. For those in separation, maybe this is a masculine who wants to come forward, apologize for their actions, wanting to do things differently this time, wanting to fix things between the two of you, having the difficult conversations, you know, talking about whatever issues you guys had going on so that you can heal that part of the relationship and to be able to move on together. Because it's clearly coming through in this reading that we might have a masculine who's really wanting to be your life partner, to be with you for life. And they're ready to take some sort of action to let you know this. I love that we've got the Ten of Pentacles coming through as well. And we haven't even gotten to the part of the reading where we're focusing on finances and career. That's the next thing. But this already, it's telling us maybe your masculine is doing a lot better in their career, their finances. That's looking up. Some of you guys might have actually been fighting about money, you know. That could have been a contributing factor, but it seems they are doing a lot better. This always reminds me of maybe a person who owns their own bakery. You might have a masculine who loves to bake, who knows? But the Ten of Pentacles, it always reminds me of two people who could be successful in your own way. And then the two of you coming together, it's just coming through with, you know, power couple vibes, that type of thing. So it is representing really good stability in your love life. So maybe this month you'll start seeing particular signs confirming that for you. All right, so that's your love life forecast, guys. Let's go ahead and get into finances and career for Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, here we go. What's the energy? What is the vibe? What is the advice when it comes to your finances, your money matters, your career? All right, you're being guided to relax. Take a break from work. So, you know, it's acknowledging basically that you're a hard worker, that you just go, 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 and you forget to take a break. You know, you're so driven that you're in constant go mode, you know? So it's a reminder, take a vacation, take a day off, take a breather. All right, let's see what else. For Scorpio, we've got the solar plexus coming through. If this chakra is imbalanced, your confidence will be imbalanced. You will not feel confident within yourself and or life when it comes to your abundance. Look into ways that will help you balance your solar plexus. All right, so maybe there's a reason why that is coming through, you know, because I'm just ultimately getting here, guys, regardless of where you are at on your journey right now, you can restore balance, not just in your love life, your finance, career. You're in control over how this goes. All right, let's grab one more. If I can pick up the card, here we go. Work hard, but don't overwork yourself. There's something about that, guys. All right, so maybe you're burning the candle at both ends. And if you don't take care of yourself, it'll be difficult to take care of business. All right, so let's go ahead and grab a couple cards from the Hustle deck. This one's by Fire Witch Tarot. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Scorpio. So yeah, it's interesting that you've got two cards focusing on taking a break. Don't overdo it. Because your body will tell you real quick when it needs to rest. This is interesting. We have greedy. So you might have somebody in your life who is always asking you for money, or, you know, like maybe you've given them or helped them out with their bills or something, but it's just never enough. But it's kind of also picking up for you, Scorpio, that part of this greed is that you want to make so much money. You're so focused on, you know, getting that paycheck and getting paid, which is fine. But you also have to ease up off of that to be able to give yourself a break, because you won't be able to hustle for the money if you're sick, you know? Let's get one more. All right. Obviously, this will not apply to everybody, so only take it if it makes sense. It does say lawsuit, getting sued or suing someone. So there might be some legal matters that you're having to deal with, possibly this month. So just be on the lookout for that, unless you already know what it's about. Let me grab one more. If there is a lawsuit, instinctively, I'm feeling that it will fall in your favor. Spotlight phase. I really like that, because the spotlight is on you this month. This is a time for you to, you know, step on that accelerator and just get going, but not to the point where you're physically breaking down, because we're seeing that reference here. This could also be focusing on you being recognized for your work, your efforts. So it could be a promotion. It could be maybe an award that you receive. You know, it could be a raise as well. You know, so however way that's coming through, it looks pretty good. The only matter of concern has something to do with this. And I feel if it's coming through for you, you're either already handling it or you know what it's about. All right. So that's what's coming through there. I also wanted to grab some cards for you guys from my Harsh Truth Oracle deck. So sometimes it's difficult to hear the truth, right? We don't always want to hear the truth because it can be hurtful. So what is the lesson, perhaps, that you're needing to focus on this month? What is the big advice that you're being guided to take? I am guided to pull 3 cards like I have for all the other signs. So let's see what comes through here for you, Scorpio. All right, so this is the first one. If the excitement fizzles in the beginning of your partnership, the end might be closer than you think. So be mindful of who it is that you're investing your time and energy into, and pay attention to what's happening, because as into them that you might be, you got to make sure to take off those rose-colored glasses and to be able to see the real situation. You know, are they just giving you breadcrumbs, or is this the real deal? All right, let's see what the second one is. So if things start to fizzle as more time unfolds, then that is a red flag, okay? This is the second one. So it does say don't dish it out if you can't handle the heat, because you might be the one who gets burned. All right, so whoever resonates with that one, just be mindful of that. Let's grab one more here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. All right, here we are. Look at this. You are good enough. You just chose to believe otherwise. Holy crap, that's a big one. You are good enough, Scorpio. Don't let anyone else convince you that you're not. And for some of you, you might even be thinking that you're not good enough. And this can apply to every area of your life, whether it's love, career, money, friendships, family, whatever. If there's anyone in your life who's ever told you that you weren't good enough, you are. And it's time for you to switch the programming in your mind, your heart, that you aren't, that you fall short. You don't. Okay, so something to remember as this month unfolds. You are good enough. Maybe write a note, write it on your mirror in the morning, you know, whatever the case might be, so you see it every day, just to remind yourself that you are good enough. Okay? So I don't know who needed to hear that, but that is what's coming through here. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and wrap it up with some angel messages here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio, some final messages to wrap things up here. All right, this is the first one. We have Merlina. You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. And again, that applies to every aspect of your life in however way that that particular message is making sense for you. So if it's about your love life and you're confused and you can't make up your mind about something or someone, a situation, you're being directed to find out a little bit more information before you take action. And if it's about something else, maybe you're in between jobs. If you're not quite sure, then find out a little bit more info so that you will be sure. Okay, so that's what's coming through there. Let's grab the next one. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. All right, Opal. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So there's a particular reference here for those of you who have lost children, a child or children, which is, of course, incredibly difficult. So if that message is speaking to you, this could be your child or children reaching out to you through this reading to let you know that they're okay. They're in good hands. They're surrounded by love. Okay? So let's grab one final message for Scorpio. And we have Rosetta coming through here. Okay, so this one says, you have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. Isn't that interesting how we do have that similar energy coming through, the love of children here? Some of you might not have even had children during your lifetime, but you could be a teacher, you could be a counselor, you work around a lot of children, you're able to help the parents. So take that if it makes sense, but it's truly acknowledging the gift that you do possess within you. All right, guys, so that is what I have for this reading. I do hope that there's something here that helps you out as as the rest of the month unfolds. And if I may be of assistance to you by way of a personal reading, I would be honored to do that for you. That information is down below in the description box. So many decks used here today, so I'll be sure and link everything down below. Thank you guys so very much. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed month, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.